Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group YouTube channel. Gang, my name is Michael Edward Paranat. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader for True Trading Group. And if you guys didn't know, we were a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalists actually last year for the best data analysis tool. And we were also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, swing trade, and also cover long-term investing. We actually just released today our 2024 stock market outlook report to all members of True Trading Group, which is something I do every single year when I give everybody my outlook for the year, my thoughts on the market, what sectors I think outperform, and what stocks that I like best. We've had a phenomenal run these last couple of years, hitting huge on some of the stocks that we have named in the last couple of years. So very excited to get that out to all the members of True Trading Group here today. Now, when you guys join True Trading, you got to realize you're not just getting access to like trade alerts. We also give you guys access to premium tools, which is why we were nominated for the Benzinga FinTech Award. You get Benzinga's news feed, you get congressional trading data, you get dark pool data, options, flow, unusual options activity, short data, the trade idea scanner, the trading view charting software, all of our AI tools, and honestly so much more. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But when you guys join, you're going to get access to all of our courses, all of our trade alerts, but also those tools, right? Give you the best chance. You guys access to everything you need to the very best chance of becoming successful. These things would cost you like $5-6 grand a year if you had to pay for them on your own, going directly to those companies. You don't have to when you join our platform. Why should you listen to anything it is that I talk about on this channel? Good question. I didn't figure this out watching YouTube videos or sitting in Discord chats. I began my trading career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job out of college, where they made me go through an educational training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. And then in 2008, with the Great Recession and the market crash, I actually received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Today, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 professional traders as moderators in chat with you and an over 30-person staff, we've helped over 10,000 members from 115 different countries to reach their goals. So welcome to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. I do these lives or video. This is a video recap, but I also go live about 6 times a week. You guys can go ahead and follow me. I'm also going to be going live Sunday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So definitely set your reminders. We're going to go over my entire weekly outlook, the stocks I'm focused on, how I plan on making money next week. And we're also going to talk about CPI data. Yes, we've got CPI data coming up next week. That's going to be a huge market moving event. You had a big event that just took place today, right? The event that just took place today was the U.S. labor report, and it was better than what was expected. And when the number came out, we added more jobs than what was expected, and the unemployment rate stayed the same, right? The unemployment rate stayed at 3.7. It was supposed to take up to 3.8, stayed at 3.7. When that number came out, initially the markets actually dropped to the downside. Markets dropped to the downside on the back of the number because a stronger than expected jobs report would make the markets think that the chances of a rate cut in March would actually go down. And that's exactly what happened when the number came out at 8:30. When the number came out at 8:30, there was a 68% chance or a 65% chance of a rate cut in March, 65. And then when the jobs report came out and it was stronger than expected, that dropped to 58%. And that saw yields move higher. That saw stocks move lower. It saw the US dollar move higher. But then as you get past the initial reaction, the algo reaction to the actual report and the number, and humans start to look through the report, you actually see that most of that job growth came from government hires. It didn't come from the private sector. And once that happened, you also saw labor force participation drop all the way down, the biggest drop you had since 2021. And that was a big question mark for people. But those 2 points within the labor report made people then say, oh, well, it's actually not that strong. It's not a hot jobs report like people were anticipating. So what ends up happening is the markets then recovered. The market started to recover, and then you had an ISM services number that came out at 10 o'clock in the morning. That number was weak, just around 50, right? Now, that sent the chances of a rate hike from 58. We went from 65 to 58 after the jobs report. And then after the ISM services data came out, it jumped all the way to 71. So basically, that's the market telling you that, hey, the economy is held together this entire time because of the services industry. Manufacturing has been reporting negative for months, but you were, or sub 50 was reporting sub 50 for months. But you had the services number. If you start to lose the services sector, then what would hold the economy together? And that's why the markets and traders start to then price in the chances of a rate cut happening in March actually went up after they got the ISM services data. So the market is telling you that they think the Fed's cutting rates in March. Jerome Powell and every single member of the Fed has told you that's not going to happen. They've all been kind of insinuating that they're not going to raise rates until maybe the second half of the year. They're going to keep rates higher for longer. For the last 4 months, we've heard Jerome Powell say higher for longer, higher for longer, higher for longer, higher for longer. And since he has said that, the market has actually moved rate cuts closer and closer and closer. Originally, rate cuts were expected in July, then June, then May, now March. There's no meeting in April, and then March. So this just keeps getting pulled forward and closer and closer and closer. You're talking about rate cuts in 90 days. Is the market getting a bit of ahead of itself in thinking that? Because if the Fed does not cut rates in March, when the market has priced in the cut, that's going to be the first time the Fed does not give the market what it wants since 2022. That would, in my opinion, cause a significant drop in the market if the Fed does not cut in March, but yet the market still expects it to. Now, we have a lot of time until the March Fed meeting, so that probability of a rate cut could end up going down between now and then the market begins to stop pricing that in, and if there's no cut, the market's no longer disappointed, the market's not surprised. That's when the market has the biggest outsized move, is when something happens that it's not expecting. So if you go into a March meeting and the chances of a rate cut are, let's say, 34%, and there's no cut, the markets are not going to be shell-shocked. But if the markets are pricing in a 74% probability of a rate cut, and there's not, that's when you get those big 2%, 2.5% down days in the NASDAQ or in the S&P. That's when those days happen. You've seen them happen many times in 2022. You can see more of that happen in 2024 if the market is disappointed by what the Fed does. I personally don't think they're going to cut rates in March. The economy is held together. You will need to see a substantial deterioration in the economy between January and February, in my opinion, for them to cut in March. But if you were still sitting at 3.7, 3.8% unemployment, you still have positive job growth. I can't imagine they cut in March. So that's something that I'm watching very, very closely going into these following weeks. I'm going to be watching the jobs data very closely. Every single week we get jobless claims data. I'm going to be watching that very, very closely as a leading indicator to kind of give some insight into the state of the economy going forward, because what you have to watch is the U.S. labor report we just got today was from December. The thing about December labor reports is they're usually pretty good. And they're usually pretty good because you have all this like part-time hiring, the seasonal hires, but you also have companies that really don't usually do layoffs at the end of the year. And that's because they don't want to lay people off right before Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc. So they usually wait until January to then announce the layoffs. So in my opinion, January's labor report is the real labor report. Now, you're not going to get that till next month. Okay. But I think the fact that you had a strong report in December doesn't necessarily mean all that much. It's the January report that I am the most interested in. Now, next week is going to be a big week because we have CPI data that's coming out that we're going to be able to see, is inflation continuing to fall, or is it really starting to get stuck right here where we're at, that 3% number, as we're trying to get into a 2 handle. That's when inflation is going to be the stickiest, where it was easy to go from 9% to 3%, but it is damn hard to go from 3% to 2%. As a matter of fact, the Fed doesn't think they're going to get to 2% until 2025. So you went from 9 to 6 in a year. 9 to 3 in a year. But it's going to take you it's going to take you longer than a year to go from 3 to 2. That shows you how sticky and persistent that last mile of inflation can really be. And as you have geopolitical tensions around the world, You've got, tensions escalating on a daily basis in the Red Sea and what that's doing to shipping costs. Shipping freight costs have surged nearly 200% since this whole issue in the Red Sea with Iran and attacks coming out of Yemen and Lebanon and everything else that's going on over there. You have seen freight costs skyrocket up about 178%, I believe, the last I saw. That's not good for inflation. If shipping costs go up, then guess what? Everything on those containers, the price goes up. Everything on those containers, the price goes up. So that's one thing you got to pay attention to. But then you also have the possibility of, if tensions increase with Iran, then what's that going to do to the price of oil? Now, if the price of oil goes up, then that also fuels inflation. And that would make the Fed's job of getting inflation down to 2% that much harder. So those are two things that could be headwinds here as we go into, is the Fed going to cut rates in March? This is why I don't think they're going to cut. If they cut rates in March and something happens with Iran and the Red Sea, or inflation and shipping costs or oil, they're screwed. Cutting rates too early is far worse than cutting rates too late. We learned that in the 70s. In the 70s, the Fed was fighting inflation. They cut rates too soon. They thought they had inflation beat. They were wrong, and inflation exploded again, out of control. And that's when Paul Volcker had to come in and just smash the economy into a double dip recession to get inflation back down. Jerome Powell does not want to make that same mistake that the Fed made in the 70s. Doesn't want to do it. This is why I just think there's too big of a risk to cut in March. If the economy is still held together, stay packed in March. Make sure that inflation has come down. You'd much rather have like a mild recession than runaway inflation. That's why I don't think that you're going to get the cut in March. And that could lead you to a disappointed market in March that causes a sell-off. And that sell-off is going to be a really good opportunity for us to step in and buy some stuff in the long-term portfolio, but then also obviously to make some really good money on the downside. We've crushed it inside of chat these first couple of days of 2024. It's only been 4 days. There's been 4 trading days in 2024. We've already had 7 triple-digit gain trade alerts inside of our community, executed by the moderators, profited on by members. 7 of those trades, 3 were day trades, 4 were swing trades. These are trades that members are making, guys, from the ease of their car, from the ease of their office, from the ease of work, because all you need into your trading group is a cell phone. You don't have to be sitting in front of a computer screen. We have 10,000 members. 82% of them have full-time jobs. They work over 40 hours a week. The other 18% are full-time traders, or they are just retired. The people that have full-time jobs, download the mobile app. It's available on iPhone and Android. You get to see our screen share because the 9 professional traders share their screens with you during the day. We all talk to you on the microphone, so you guys know exactly what we're doing, what we're thinking. And then you will also get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a position, right to your cell phone in real time. We're not scalpers. We're not in and out within seconds. Our day trades last hours. Our swing trades last days. So as long as you can get a notification on your phone, log into your E-Trade, Thinkorswim, Webull, or Robinhood account, buy an option, set a stop, put your phone down, get a notification 3 hours later, pick your phone up, take profit, put your phone back down, get a notification the next day, pick your phone up, take profit, put your phone back down, and get back to work and get back about your day. As long as you can do that, you guys can take advantage and profit from what's going on into your trading group. And we're just picking up right where we left off in 2023. We've had 75 triple-digit gains in the fourth quarter. We had 20 triple-digit gains in October, which at the time was a personal record for us. I'm not just talking me. All 9 of our moderators together, collectively, 20 alerts that were triple digits in October, 28 that were triple digits in November, 27 that were triple digits in December, 75 for the quarter. And we are picking up right where we left off on 4 trading days in 2024, already 7 triple-digit trade alerts. Tomorrow's going to be a big week. Okay. Stop missing out on all of this action. Don't come back to this YouTube channel after the days are already over and I can talk to you about positions I'm already in, or I can tell you about positions or trades that we've already made. I come on these streams and I come on this YouTube channel and I tell you what I think is going to happen. Like I said, Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you set your reminders because I'm going live to give you my outlook for the week. I'm going to give you guys my top 5 trade ideas for the week as well. And we're going to start to talk about what we expect from the CPI report. and what we think it does to the overall market. So again, set your reminders. That's Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. I put my neck out there. I'm not right all the time. I'm going to be wrong sometimes, but I have, like they say, myself, I have right around 79% win rate. And the moderators of True Trading Group, all of us collectively as a group, have been able to maintain just around 80% win rate on all of our executions for roughly now going on the last 4 years. So yes, I'm going to be wrong sometimes, but I'm right a hell of a lot more than I'm wrong. And I have no problem putting my neck out there and telling you guys exactly what I think. If you want to start taking advantage of the trading that's actually going on inside of the community, we have a trial. Join it. Trade with us. See what it's like to be part of the community. See how our moderators trade. Go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3 spelled out.com. Enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, fill out the form, pay the $3 and join. We charge $3. Just listen to me carefully. We charge $3 just to make sure you're a real person. We maintain a very high quality chat room during the day. Everyone's trying to make money. I don't want people coming in there spamming a bunch of crap and being distracting during the day. By charging $3, it ensures that you're a real person, right? There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. There's no reoccurring fee. It is a one-time payment of just $3. You have all spent more than $3 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. It'll be the best damn $3 you ever spent in your life. There's never been a better time to do it, considering next week is CPI data, and that is certainly going to be a major market-moving event. Now, do not worry if you're watching this video on Friday or Saturday and you're like, oh, I'll join on Monday. Weekends and holidays do not count against your 7 days. You get 7 full trading days with your trial. So go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3 spelled out right now. Enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, fill out the form, pay the $3 and get your butts in chat. You also get some sample courses included with that trial. You can go over them over the weekend. It's going to be a big week. We're going to pick up right where we left off. We finished this week, 7 triple-digit gains this week. Let's see if we can knock down a couple of more next week. All right. So again, ttgthree.com. Enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, join the trial, get your butts in chat, start taking advantage of these opportunities. This is the best damn market environment that I've ever seen in my entire life. How else do you think we've been able to have this kind of trading performance over the last 3.5 months? This isn't normal. So let's take advantage of it while we still got it. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. Remember, set your reminders for Sunday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, go join the trial right now, ttgthree.com. And I look forward to seeing you all in chat. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Take care.